What? An allergic
I
reaction to
don't,
what?
I don't know. Must be something I ate.
Shit. I hope not. And then get the EpiPen. But
I don't even have any allergies. It's American behavior.
I have seasonal allergies for sure. Shit's not kosher when it gets to the warm weather. My brother has. I mean, he grew out of his peanut allergy, but um,
It's not a real thing. It's a lack of exposure. Just kidding. It's a real allergy. It's a real allergy.
it's a real thing when it's about to kill a nigga. That's for sure. Fucking
Was
face,
it? Was it?
eyelids. Yeah, but either way, this is bullshit for your health.
Looking like Will Smith from Hitch.
The most balanced podcast in the world, especially on the East Coast, the West Coast, the South Coast, the North Coast, whatever coast you're listening to this to on. We have the news for you, man. And before we get started, as always, you know my mantra. It's keep boycotting Tesla, fuck Elon Musk, abolish ICE, tax billionaires, outlaw, well, tax millionaires, outlaw billionaires, and like at this point, kill the trillionaires. Free Palestine, free the DRC. They're cooking up in the fucking World Cup right now. Free Sudan. Fox News is far right propaganda, and healthcare should be free. We got a pretty steady episode for y'all. Honestly, oh my god, it's been a month, bro. Yo, it's been a month, bro. What is the first thing that's on the fucking list, Donica? Can you guess?
Um,
What happened? What
Knicks in
happened this past?
5.
Knicks in
Knicks in
fucking
motherfucking
5, yo,
5.
yo,
Easy.
shit. I was
Easy.
literally hold on. Let me put up some fucking parking tickets so niggas know we in New York in this bitch. Uh,
Not the parking tickets.
nah, damn. So there's actually a few funny stories I guess I can relate from about being in the city. But first and foremost, let me just say I have gone full bandwagon. I have committed to being a Knicks fan for the rest of my life. I don't know how
Not the
many of
rest of your
y'all.
life.
No, but look. I don't know how many people watch football. When I talk about football, I talk about soccer for you Americans. But for real, there's a saying of football where you can change your job, you can change your wife, but the one thing you can never change in this lifetime is the football team you support. So I'm like very diehard when it comes to sports teams that I support. I'm not like a bandwagon guy. I'm not going to be out here fucking with the Lakers one second, fucking with the Warriors the next. Nah, now we are. I never watched basketball before. This was the first time I really followed a team through the finals. This is the first time I've ever been in a city with the history of a certain team and saw, like, I saw grown men crying, Donica. Like,
Did you
the
cry seeing them cry?
the 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 transferring of positive energy in this city has just been it's made intangible feelings tangible. You know, I don't have no other way to describe it. But yeah, so I was in that bar game 4 and I said it to Jordan, the homie. I was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna be honest, I don't support any basketball teams, but this has been fun being bandwagon for the Knicks. And if they win, I'm gonna be a fan. So yeah, nah, I've already got the whole family shirts. Okay, I got Maya a shirt. I got Maya's mom a shirt. I got Devontae a shirt. I got you a shirt. Who else wants a fucking shirt? You know what I'm saying? Like we rep the fucking Knicks out here.
Okay, now that you spent 4 whole minutes talking about the Knicks,
I'd have spent over $100 on Knicks merch in a week, my nigga. Like it's just
you
crazy.
made me send you the money. Don't lie to the people.
I'm fucking
Tell the
weak.
truth.
I mean, I still spent the
Little,
money.
little
You
did
just
I
spent
found
it.
out. Little did I find out you're out here using my money to subsidize all the other costs of these shirts.
No, no, no.
Who all
I had,
sent
I,
money?
I had Devontae subsidized for real, for real. Nah,
As you should. See, you know the rules.
listen, I learned from the bad bitches I've been around. No,
Where all my scamming ass niggas.
twenty, 50
Yeah,
tiny cash.
Insert the song right here.
Song of the summer, bro. And listen, it's New York, the hustle culture. Scamming, bro. No, but for real, the hustle culture is insane out here in Harlem. Like walking down the street, like niggas did not miss a special occasion throughout this entire finals. They had Knicks shirts, and like when it was the finals, they had Knicks shirts for the finals, right? When it was when
They
they
stay
won,
ready.
when they won, it was immediately championship shirts. You know what I'm saying?
That's why
Pride
they
came
say it's a
along.
city that don't sleep for real, because it's like They ready. They make content overnight. They just create overnight. Niggas be out there dancing
Facts,
in the
bro.
middle of the Brooklyn Bridge at 3 a.m. just for the sake of content.
Bro, Pride came along. They had the Pride, the rainbow flags, all the allyship material there. And then I bet you, even though niggas not really fucking with America right now, you best believe next weekend they gonna be ready with American flags and other Americana apparel. But yeah, man, I I've lived a good life. Let's just say, man. I was in LA during that Kendrick run. I'm in New York during the Knicks run. And it just feels good because, like, honestly, too, like with the fact of we're going to get into it in our news segment, but New York is experiencing a lot of positive changes when it comes to the governance of the city. A lot of people who describe themselves as democratic socialists are winning. Zoran Mamdani is achieving multiple things on his agenda in the first 100 days that is like causing real positive change to a lot of different New Yorkers. And there's just like a general jubilee.
You
Uh,
okay?
who, me?
You just losing it over there.
Me? The fuck? What am I doing?
Yeah.
How am I losing
I don't
it?
know. I don't know. You just it sounded like you were like about to give out. I was like, is he okay? Shortness of breath.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely Cottonmouth. But what I was saying is, it's just a good time to be in the city, bro. Like, I can't, you gotta be here. Y'all all need to come visit. It's gonna be a great time. But, yeah, so Knicks in 5. I got nothing else on that, honestly.
I have something. I would just like to state that I don't think I've ever been a committed fan to anything. However,
Except Drake.
I did go to the Knicks Hornets game when they were here in Charlotte. And it's documented that I was clearly rooting for the Knicks as per the request of the person that sent me the tickets. But I was then told I'm now part of the Knicks family because I was there. Granted, the Hornets didn't, in fact, win that game, but you know, I knew it won't for real. I was rooting for them from the jump.
Dog.
So, they'd be like, I knew I've been fucking with that person. I've been fucking with that team. They know
Honestly,
about that musician.
honestly, there's nothing wrong with it either. Or let me put it like this: I haven't been losing sleep over it, but I have mulled over the thought of bandwagon ship over the last month. And one of the things that I really have just kind of keep landing on is everybody becomes a fan of whatever they're a fan of at some point in time, right? For a lot of people, it's indoctrination. You grow up in a household where your parents might support a certain team and you support that team. You grow up in an area that supports a certain team, so then you support that team. You know, I'm thinking of like areas of high cultural capital, like let's say Los Angeles or Oakland or New York, for example, right? But aside from that, for people who maybe get into certain hobbies or certain uh, activities later in life, like you become fans of shit later in life, you know? And so it's kind of like a beautiful moment, I think, that if you are, or if you did become a fan of a team that in a lot of ways has a lot of working class roots, when you look at the players who were on the team, when they won the chip after so many years, shit, after over a half a decade of waiting, during a time when America has, in my opinion, the worst president of all time that is literally the antithesis of working class, it's very appropriate, I think, for this to be like the start of your fandom story. And again, too, like in the test, I think the test of the fan is, these niggas might like this nigga might not win it again for forever. So I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun with it though, definitely for sure.
No, I think it's always a good time to rally after something. I had like 2 weeks of, no, 2 months, it felt like, of like sportiness. I went to that Senegal US friendly match.
Mm.
I had never been to this many sporting events, mind you, not on dates, like by my own free will. Crazy.
You said it was Senegal
But
versus
like
who?
the Senegal versus the US. They had a friendly
Oh, okay.
match in Charlotte at the end of May. Um,
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
but so
Senegal
many
is still.
people like,
I'm pretty
huh?
sure Senegal is still in the World Cup. For those of you, Senegal, USA World Cup is also happening this year, this month, in the continent of America and South America. So it's pretty cool.
You just have to say that includes North and South. Anyway,
Well, yeah,
um,
we're gonna move topics now. Let's get into the World Cup. Let's get into the World Cup.
what
What do you
about
think?
the World Cup?
Who do you think's gonna win? Do you even know who's still playing?
No, but I already answered this question at the friendly match, and I'm gonna pick France because I don't know shit about soccer.
France is a good
No,
team to pick.
I know enough to know that France got a stacked team in terms of skill. And baby, if we talking about attractiveness, they won in my book from from jump. Every time one
Listen,
of those little videos come up, the little song, Dembele, 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 I'll be like, yeah, yeah, all
oh,
of
you like
that.
Dembele?
Hmm?
You like Dembele? I feel like their
No,
strikers.
I like the song. I like what he looks like. I don't know anything else.
I don't know. Like their strikers are cold as fuck, but I feel like attractiveness wise, I feel like the defense and like yeah, the defense is probably defenders more so your speed. If I would be honest, Michael Elise is a
Really?
good cat, but yeah,
Oh, I like
because like
him. I can't remember how to spell his name though. We say,
Olise, yo, listen. I've been talking to Maya like before he started
yeah.
cooking this year. Because honestly,
No,
Elise,
Lisa is not my type. What?
he
Why would you
he
pick him?
no.
Dembele is more my type than Elise.
No. What I'm saying is, I think out of all these, because they're all wingers, they're all in attack. I think the defenders are more your type. I was just saying in general, Michael Elise um, is a more younger looking dude because he is young. But what I like about him a lot is his name. Like I like the name Elise. Olise Terrell. I think that'd be cool. But hey,
Konate? Who's
you said
that?
what?
Who's Konate? He
Oh,
kind of fire
Kanate. Yeah, you
too.
like. I feel like you like Kanate more than you like Kanate has a more symmetrical looking face than Dembele. Like
Hmm.
he looks
Yeah.
more like just like an African man.
He looks more like every guy I've dated.
Yeah, right. Like yeah.
Thank you
But
for
but
stereotyping me.
but but that's the funny thing about France is there's this uneasiness that I have when it's like I like rooting for France because A, they have black players, right? B, a lot of those players are at least for the last few years pretty prolific. Like Paul Pogba, the last time France won the World Cup was on the team, and Paul Pogba is one of my favorite players, contemporarily speaking. Because he doesn't actually like play right now. Hopefully, he gets better. Monaco, let's go. But all that to say is, yeah, man, I feel like watching France is this bittersweet feeling of, man, if France hasn't had such France, Portugal, and the UK haven't had such a terrible history of colonialism and just human atrocities, what would world football look like in contemporary time, you know?
Mm.
Because there's a funny picture online where basically the starting lineup for France is like huddled together, and they basically put the citizenship of the parents of all the French players, right? Because most of them are
And they're all
naturalized,
African.
and they're all
Yeah.
African. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And especially at a time in a World Cup, in my opinion, where the African countries are doing pretty fucking well. I mean,
I
sans
haven't spent like
Morocco.
considerable time in oh yeah, that's also been interesting. Um I haven't spent like considerable time in France, but I have been there like in passing a few times. And the last time I was there, I was just like shocked, like at just how many, like it just didn't make
Niggas.
sense to my brain. Like I was like,
Niggas.
damn. First of all, niggas. First of all, African, and most importantly, fine shit. I was like, I'm overwhelmed. I've never
Yeah.
seen this many black like, and people always talk about British boys and whatever. The French, you hear me stuttering, please. You're
Yeah.
looking in the wrong part of Europe.
Yeah. But it's all, but like, again, too, like, okay, so again, bringing it back to the World Cup. So I have a lot of mixed emotion when this happens. For example, today I was watching the Ivory Coast versus Norway game, And although Norway doesn't have a big history of colonialization, in part, like the Vikings and all that, and pillaging, and it ain't really come to the coast of Africa. If I'm remembering correctly, it was more like Eastern European shit, right? I think. Either way, I digress. So when I'm watching that game, I'm of course rooting for Ivory Coast because we big root for everybody black all day. But the same can't be said though when it's like, yeah, I'm watching England versus Ghana because England got some players that I do fuck with, you know what I'm saying, who are black, you know what I'm saying, and this is where the other key is like, I like my boy Bukayo Saka because he is, I think, dating or married to a black woman, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so
Yeah.
many, so many, so much intersectionality to the fandom when it comes to world football for me. Um, Like, and then to digress, but to stay in that realm of football and how this shit can get super weird because FIFA is a pretty corrupt organization in general. Um, when it comes to countries that are committing atrocities against other countries, you see the white supremacy bleed through because it affects even the post-match commentary, right? For example, Trevor Noah brought up a very pointed observation where he says, why is it that the Iran team is the only team that's getting questioned about the actions of their government, uh, whereas the countries of the United States, aren't being questioned when they literally just bombed Iran over the past weekend, you know what I'm saying? And we play like tomorrow,
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
very,
but
if
that
you
that
know,
that just
it's,
leads into, where we inevitably will get to, which is that we are not reacting enough to the bullshit that our country is doing.
yeah, yeah. Not observant enough, not angry enough, but, and honestly, when niggas are reacting, it's too reactionary, right? And I think that'll get into
And
something.
not informed and not action based.
Yes and no. Because again, not to glaze New York City anymore, but some niggas are doing the right fucking things, and the right fucking things are coming to a state near you. But all that to say, yeah, no, and like to go further with that though, there's another. So after the World Cup, there's another tournament coming up. I don't remember specifically the name of the tournament, but on the opening match, they're proposing Palestine versus Israel.
Mm.
And there was a Irish commentator, and the history of Ireland and their fight for independence from colonialism. He made a very astute observation as well, where he was like, "I think we are asking the wrong questions and focusing on the wrong things when it comes to the conversation of a country committing a genocide against another country and their sports teams playing each other. I think this is more of a question of, do we even need to have this match? You know what I'm saying? Does this country even need to be playing in this tournament,
Right.
And I didn't see what the dude said back. It was kind of one of those, they let him monologue and then they cut it, So we'll definitely post that. I'll post all of this stuff as, shit for the pod. But also, we're recording this on the fucking 30th, so if the audio is a little bit, you know, chippy, my bad. But I told you,
Chippy.
we've been moving. We've been moving all fucking month, honestly, all year. So,
Look, I've been working so much. All I hear is "life is good." I'll repeat in my brain.
right?
Working on the weekend like usual.
Usual. I'm about to go to
You
work
know,
three on, three off. What? Three on, one off, three on. That's what I meant. Not three on, three off. That'd be nice. Uh, but yeah, no.
I
So I guess
worked 7 of the last 8.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I guess what I would like to say is World Cup predictions from Donica is that France will win. If I were to put money, hmm, it's a toss up between France and Argentina, but a part of me is also kind of like, yo, it would be cool for Brazil to go far. And then there is a part of me that's like, yo, watch out for this USA team, bro. But a lot of good games still to watch. Oh, in England too. Like a lot of teams are strong, but they just don't seem to play well. So France is like one of the only teams that just seems everybody seems to know their role. Argentina as well, but France definitely has a
Mm.
deeper, more
How
prolific
much time do
squad.
they have to like play as a team before they start?
What do you mean?
Because they all play for different teams.
Yeah, so throughout, so like for the next, so after this World Cup is done, in 2 years, there's going to be the Olympics, basically, which is another major tournament. So they play friendlies throughout the year, and you get called when you get called up to the national team. Normally, it's during the winter season and the summer season. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you get a few days of training with the squad, and so on and so forth. So
Mm.
if you're a veteran World Cup player, or if you're a veteran like national team person, like Lionel Messi, for example, like you've played with Messi enough to like you know what his role is. You know what I'm saying? What your role around Messi is. But if you're like a younger cat who is getting his first call ups around the time of the World Cup, it can be pretty probably nerve wracking.
Yeah,
Because depending on what country you're from,
imagine.
they take this soccer shit, this football shit, quite seriously. Shit. Well, fuck, man. Let's get into some real news, and then we'll get out of here after the health topic. It's gonna be a pretty quick episode today, honestly. Um, and I guess the main function of what I
Too
want.
tired to be. I mean, too tired. It's too hot to be on the phone.
Listen, bro,
You know how you know how people be like, it's too hot to do anything.
I'm fucking sweating right now. I fucking have to go do my heart code recertification or whatever. I'm fucking sweating like a stuck pig out there, bro. I stopped and got a fucking beer and a goddamn espresso martini, bro, just to survive.
Wow, you ain't even invite a nigga.
Honestly, I'm thinking about round two after this. Honestly. Oh,
I'm
I got.
saying, I'm thinking about skipping this damn workout, going straight for great stay downstairs to the oyster bar.
Bro, listen. Hey, FaceTime.
I'm saying,
Listen. I got speakers to come play when I come back. Okay,
I
listen. Let's
want to
get back. Let's
be
get back.
on camera. Can you not put me on the internet?
What do you mean?
I just want to be on camera like FaceTime, but I don't want you to put me on the internet.
Why would I put you on the internet?
As you be uploading the videos and shit of us on camera.
Oh, no. That was gonna happen later tonight. Like I'm talking about when I go to the if I go to the bar, I'm just gonna go to the bar.
I'm talking about right now. I want to be on camera, but I don't want you to put it on the internet.
Oh, no, nigga, just gotta go on YouTube. Just say D,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
or take the bonnet
Because
off and just fucking let's go. Like
it's
what you
not the
worried about?
bonnet. I just don't want to.
You
I'm
don't want
not
to be perceived,
focused. I want to be perceived right now. I don't even want to talk to the people.
bro. Listeners are
They're
listening to this
lucky I'm a loyal friend.
what the
I want to take 2 minutes to rant about what it's like. Just, and the brand of tism and ADHD where you've worked too many days and you're tired and you have nothing to look forward to besides your workout. And you're just like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to have a schedule. I don't want to adult. I don't want to have any responsibilities.
bro.
I don't know what the
Welcome,
fuck possessed me to working in healthcare to work in healthcare, but
not just healthcare, dog. Welcome to emergency medicine, bro.
no, yeah, I don't know what the
Like
yeah.
it's different, bro. It's different. Like
Definitely different.
these other
It's
niggas cushy,
draining.
bro. I see
No,
people.
like we work more hours than niggas are awake, bro. Like,
You know how I know we're a different breed? When I walk through the city of New York, occasionally, and more than on like an off occasion, I see niggas actively hanging out in their scrubs.
yeah.
If I am in scrubs, I am either on the way to work
Yeah.
or on the way
Or
home.
on the way from work.
I
I
don't
think
want
that
to be
shit's
in my
weird as fuck.
scrubs
I don't
for
want to be
longer
reminded.
than I need to.
I don't want to tell
Okay?
anybody that that's what I do.
Listen. Listen, because the few times that I've gone out with coworkers, after shift or whatever, and this happened once when I was on night shift, back in Tappahannock, and we went to the local fucking drinkery or whatever, and we're all in our scrubs. A man literally came up to our table with a cyst the size of a golf ball on his arm, and was like, "Yo, like, could y'all cut this off of me?" Like
Oh
dead
my
ass,
god.
like dead ass, like. Are you serious, my nigga? Like, yeah, no, like, I just don't want to go to the hospital for it. I don't have insurance. No, like, it's okay.
No.
Like, even if it's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like, I just want it off.
Yeah, of course.
So
They don't care. It's no big deal.
I hear you, man. I'm not trying to add
And
to.
but mind you, you know what actually is exhausting in this? It's not that. It's like the rest of my time I think about how if I'm this tired, I get to come home to a beautiful apartment when I have time. This is me being tired because I chose to take so much time off at the end of May and beginning of June that I and still work more than the minimum required shifts I need to work because I'm money hungry. Well, not just money hungry. I'm trying to proceed in my life
You
goals.
don't gotta
But
explain it.
regardless,
Listen, everybody who
it's
listens to
true.
this is
It's
working
true.
class. Everybody who listens to this is like, I mean, I get
But
it.
no. But my point being,
You might
like,
have one or two who are like,
imagine where supposedly like the privileged ones, which circles back to the average person versus these millionaire billionaire fuckers who are actually robbing us,
let's get
real
into it.
people.
Let's get into it because that's going to be the poster for this
Fucking
week.
oh, there was a topic. I even did research about this. Are we
What?
going healthcare? Which direction are we going?
Oh,
It's
I
like
mean, do you want?
which
Listen,
billionaire my the
because
cross the hill I want to die on is monopolies and how I moved to America and learned over and over again in school how monopolies weren't legal. And here we are. And guess what? Everything's a fucking monopoly.
yeah, no. So we can because again too, like some of the things you know I care about, but I am not as passionate or violently angry about because I think if we solve this topic, we could handle those things more effectively. And what you were talking about before is, yeah, we might be quote unquote the privileged few who work in careers that are not currently being uh, put extinct by AI, is not currently in a wage class that is impossible to survive on, but we still yet feel the pressure of society closing in, right? And that is in direct relation to the fact that a small amount of people have more than two-thirds of the wealth in this country. And one person in particular just broke the record for harboring wealth. And that man is Elon fucking Musk, okay? If you've been living under a rock, again, and you don't have any internet available to you, you might not know. But this past month, Elon Musk became the world's first trillionaire.
Mm-mm.
Let me repeat.
You're
Elon
you're
Musk
making me sick.
became the world's
Don't
first
repeat it.
trillionaire. All right. And you still have some people, a lot of people actually, not willing to engage in the conversation about why that's problematic, right? We've talked about it many times before with billionaires, but I think the most egregious part about this story is how Elon Musk did it and what the potential risks are, okay? For what is it, cautionary reasons, I should say. I'm not a financial advisor. Always, guys, we're over here discussing situations that we've thought deeply about, but we always implore you to do your own research, listen to, what do you call it, primary sources, all that shit. But basically, from what I've gathered, is that Elon Musk, who currently is the CEO of a few different companies, came to this valuation of $1 trillion after he took his most successful company, SpaceX, public, right? With an initial public offering or an IPO. For those of you who aren't very familiar with investing, basically what an IPO is an initial public offering that is the first time people in the general public can trade that particular company on the New York Stock Exchange, or it's listed on the S&P 500, or it's listed basically on the stock exchange, so you can buy it, right?
Hmm.
Elon, and let me retrograde that. Just because it's listed on the stock exchange doesn't mean it's going to be listed in the S&P 500. Because again, the S&P 500 is supposed to be the 500 best companies in America at that certain time. All that to say, SpaceX for a while was just being traded by a few individual people, right? Like it was privately owned. The same way that Elon Musk took Twitter, which was before he bought it a publicly owned company, so you could own shares of Twitter. Elon Musk took that company private, and so now you can no longer own shares of Twitter, right? Which is why
Right. You
there's
can go
no
on there and say
more.
wild shit.
Which is why you have no input on how Twitter runs its model anymore either, because they're not beholden to shareholders. So it's kind of like I can do whatever the fuck I want with it, which Elon Musk has, which has turned it into a Nazi cesspool that basically has a AI system that apparently at one point was generating CCM. But either way, all that to say, um, he took SpaceX public, and that is what raised his net worth to $1 trillion. Here's the catch, though. Before he took SpaceX public, he merged it with two other companies, right? He merged it with X, which is now called XAI, and he also merged it with, I think, Tesla?
You're losing me. What are you talking about?
What part?
What this got to do with it?
Okay, so basically, while
We know he's a
SpaceX,
trillionaire. What are we doing
well,
about it?
While SpaceX, because listen, because before we talk about what we're doing about it, I need you to understand what the risks are to you. So SpaceX is his most successful company. A lot would say it's his only successful company. Tesla is a failing company because the products that they are putting out are, one, not the best products in the market. Anybody who understands electric vehicles understands China is leagues ahead of Tesla. It's the only reason you can't buy, or the only reason why Tesla is still alive is because you're not allowed to buy Chinese electric cars based off of embargoes and such, right? Tesla
Hmm.
also sells vaporware, which basically means it sells products before they've ever come to fruition. And it's done this with multiple different products, taking investor money for those products, and those products have never materialized. Do you remember maybe Elon Musk talking about everybody's gonna have a fully automated robot in like 5 years? 5 years ago, Elon Musk was talking about a specific electric sports car that never came to fruition. Elon Musk was talking about building tunnels under fucking LA that never came to fucking fruition.
Hard.
This is what I mean by Tesla is a vaporware company. XAI.
Vaporware.
X was
Hmm.
a it was a very limited profit company before Elon Musk took it over, right? Jack Dorsey, that's one of the reasons why he wanted to sell it, right? Elon Musk bought it for a value that it was overvalued for. He tried to basically like sue and do some things to get some money back. That didn't work. Or no, what happened was Elon Musk offered money that it was valued too high for, and then tried to renege, and then they were basically like, "Nah, nigga, now you got to buy it." So he had to move some stock around, and shit like that, so he could buy a failing company, and it's only gotten worse since. On top of that, now that the AI function is merged with Twitter, it's just fucking bleeding money, right? Very little
Hmm.
revenue, bleeding money. Merge both of those companies into the only profitable company, which is SpaceX, right? Which is only profitable because of the internet service it offers, not the rockets. But they're still doing the fucking rockets, and now they're also trying to do an
Who's
AI
utilizing
company.
this internet service? Am I secretly using the service?
I don't know that part particularly, but I do know that's the like main that's the main thing that basically causes SpaceX to be profitable. So all that to say, they merge those companies and then they put it on the New York Stock Exchange, right? Now here's the problem. Here's where it affects you, right? Well, actually, let me go a little bit further before I say how it affects you, because you're not this stupid. Here's how it affects a
Excuse
lot
me,
of
I'm not
people.
stupid at all.
Here's how a lot of people who, in my opinion, probably aren't the smartest or the tallest trees in the forest are going to get hurt by this, right? I actually have a coworker who I was talking to about this. So when the initial public offering came out, it was about $132 a share. Now, investors who are working for big companies that handle large amounts of shareholder fund, like people who run multi-billion-dollar hedge funds and other investment vehicles, they didn't feel like it was worth buying shares of SpaceX prior to its initial public offering, right?
Okay.
On top of that, the amount of money a company, and because of that, SpaceX offered more shares of the company to the public than companies normally offer when they go public. For example, most companies that I've read offer 10% of the shares when they go the initial IPO, right?
Okay.
SpaceX
And
offered
how many did they do?
30%.
Okay.
So basically, two failing companies merged into one.
Does
Smart
this relate to how he became a
Smart
billionaire?
investors, smart investors said they didn't want to buy it, and then when they went through the IPO, they released more shares to the public than is normal at an inflated price of $132 because they were saying basically the smart investors were like, I'm not paying this amount of money for that. Like this is not worth it, right? So what a lot of people are saying, what they think Elon Musk and these crooked cronies are hoping to do is pump and dump the stock, basically. So they release it to the
Mm.
public who's not as knowledgeable or who maybe is more desperate or who definitely is more desperate to try and get a get rich quick scheme, right? Because maybe they have been investing in Tesla for so long and because Tesla has been a fake fucking company that's just been increasing its share price. Irregardless of how the company does, they're thinking the same thing's going to happen with SpaceX. So basically, what people are saying is, oh, also, when you buy the initial public offering, the people who hold stock aren't allowed to sell it for like the first 30 days. So the idea is they're going to try to get a bunch of people to buy the share price, to buy the stock. The stock price goes up after 30 days, they'll dump their majority shares, basically. And by doing this, because they blended all three of those companies, they can also cover up for some of the losses, and Elon Musk can pay back the investors who helped him buy Twitter in the first place. Because when he went to go buy Twitter, remember he tried to renege. He didn't originally have all the money he needed liquid to like go
Mm.
and buy Twitter, so he like borrowed a bunch of money from a bunch of different people.
So basically, his plan fucking worked.
Listen, if nobody stops him, yeah. And so basically, the share
Nobody
price
stopped
start,
him.
the share price started at $132. It shot up to $212, and in a week, it's back down to $156. And that's before everybody sells. Everybody who like has to maintain their shares for 30 days while this IPO is happening, they get the opportunity to sell their shares. Because listen, let's say, because again, what experts are saying is that initial price of $132 was too high. I don't know what they are estimating the original or the proper valuation of the company to be, but what if the proper valuation is like $60 a share? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
30 days goes
be
by,
rough.
and everybody who owns these shares, they just came up what 120%, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Profit and all that to say.
And this is what I
That's
mean. Like, how do we know that
wait,
this
hold
is what
up.
people are doing and shit like this is legal? Like, it don't make
I'm
sense.
not even done, bro. Because here's the most insidious part about this. And this is why, again, I'm like, niggas, we should have pitchforks, bro. There should be 1,000 Luigi Mangionis. So basically, if you're listening to this right now and you're like me, you're like, well, I'm a more steady investor, right? I'm not necessarily, and I also maybe have a conscience that prevents me from investing in certain companies. So I just stay to mutual funds or whatever, right? You're like, I just won't buy shares of SpaceX. I'll be good. My portfolio won't take a hit. Well, they're currently trying to change some rules to make that not be possible. And one of the rules they're trying to change is that apparently for a company to be listed on the Nasdaq, for a company to then get attached to the S&P 500 and have index funds start buying shares of it, right? And so basically, if you're a
Hmm.
person who has a 401k, or if you're a person who is attached to a mutual fund or an ETF, right? Basically, you don't manage it. You just trust that this fucking fund is going to do the most advantageous thing with all of our money, right?
Yeah.
They're basically trying to. So basically, the rule is a company has to be listed on the stock exchange for a certain amount of months before you can apply, or before it can be judged fit to be put on these exchanges, right? They're trying to cut that so that they can put it on like in like a week or something like that, something super quick.
So
But
who the fuck is whose idea is this?
Elon Musk's idea, probably Howard Lutnick's idea. We got to remember, everybody who currently holds power right now is some type of crooked crony who, again, in some way, shape, or
Oh
form, is
yeah.
probably on the Epstein list, which again was, yes, a lot of sexual victimized crimes, but also was a lot of financial fucking crimes. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of shit like
Meaning they know exactly how to manipulate the
exactly
system.
what rules exactly what rules to bend, and now that it's year two, what rules that they can just fucking break and get away with, until they can't, until again, like a lot of the rush for the Trump regime to get through most authoritarian fascist policies has been because they know that, like, yo, like, if we don't do this quickly and we don't maintain the reins of power indefinitely, like, there's going to be a pushback. But the problem is, throughout, I mean, my lifetime, throughout probably the last 100 years, every time capitalism has eaten away at the civil liberties, financial liberties of Americans, there hasn't been an equal and opposite pushback to, like, replace those programs or to give people back the money that was stolen. So their probably big thought is, yo, if we can do this, get away with it, yeah, when,
No
a
one's gonna
liberal
do
gets
shit
in
about it,
office,
essentially.
they might fucking institute some lackluster plan, but it'll
Hmm.
get held up in Congress, and like they're not gonna like arrest me or anything like that,
Not
because when they haven't
worried
ever done
because there's
that,
no reason to be worried when you've proven you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah. Now you're asking me, Jabari, what can we fucking do? Because I hear you.
Did I
Because
ask that?
this is fucking infuriating, and also I think if you don't have a strong grip on all the possibilities of resistance, you might turn into a Luigi Mangione, right? And because I don't want to get arrested, because I
You
feel like I
stupid.
still have a lot to do right now, I'm not going to condone that level of behavior, guys. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if I blow up like Hassan Piker, I'm not trying to have to answer all those questions every day on Fox News. But what I will say is, look into the Democratic Socialist platform, because a lot of what we're talking about when it comes to um, financial crimes not being prosecuted, which then allows for a small minority of people to remove resources from the large majority of people. And then when the large majority of people finally get back into power, those small minority of people are never punished, so that the cycle just continues, is something that is literally being addressed in the Democratic Socialist of America Party's platform. And the funniest thing to watch is see both conservatives, establishment, and all, I mean, just all conservatives in general, but then establishment Democrats panic at the Democratic Socialists winning in New York and platforming these ideas and showing that the way that you have always seen this country run is not the way that it should go. So basically, the Democratic Socialists of America right now are giving an answer to everybody who has given up on politics, to everybody who has been frustrated by politics in America, to everybody who doesn't have an answer for how to change politics in America. You literally just need to go listen to their platform. And you want to know, you want to know one of the funniest people who is currently oh shit.
What?
Um.
Are you okay?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we good. We good. Because like the thing was saying like this shit hasn't been recorded, but everybody else has been recorded. But we good. We good. Hold on. We good because it said everybody else is recording. So holy shit, I'm about to be pissed if this episode went long because we're good. But
I was like, you
uh,
sound like you're crashing out.
nah, because that's the happy gun shots. To throw the phone off the fucking roof. No, it's Republican Senator Mike Johnson. He basically did a PR piece on the Democratic Socialist of America's platform, and it sounds really good. I want to see if I can find it, but I also need to be able to fucking play it on the screen. Um, so give me 30 seconds. Let me see if I can make this work.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Damn.
My intrusive thought. Do, do, do,
I
do,
don't want to leave the studio. Just fucking minimize this shit. There we go. Um, but no, I basically find a lot of hope in listening to the Democratic Socialist platforms over Mamdani speak on the platform and basically give real conducive answers to the problems we face. Here, I'm just gonna Google this real quick. Mike Johnson, DSA. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I got it. All right, let's see if you guys can fucking see me for a second. Hold up. This is gonna have to work like this. Be behind it. All right, you see. Oh, this might be crazy.
Is it
Is it
crazy?
crazy? Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, I don't know what the hell you're doing over there.
Okay, wait, hold
It's
up, hold up.
just, your ADHD is whooping your ass right now.
Is it?
A little bit.
Because
I don't
I'm
know what you're
trying
trying to
to.
do.
Because Mike Johnson summarized the pro. The. You hear that?
Mm,
Wait, all right. I'm gonna play it a little bit longer and see if you can hear it.
or that'll do it.
You don't hear it, right?
You know,
Yeah, that shit is difficult. Um, this is why technology frustrates me. Shit. Well, fuck it. Whatever. Either way, what I will do is have that be one of the uh, videos we post on the Instagram. But it was kind of funny. So basically, after the three Democratic Socialists won in New York, Mike Johnson went on to a stage and spoke on their agenda. And so many people have been splicing the video because it sounds like everything people want, right? So, for example, like some of the things that they run on is universal health care, establishing a 32-hour work week, uh, transitioning to a carbon free energy system, treating housing, children, pre K, and higher education as human rights by making them free, government funded, and universally accessible. Uh, Basically, they want to destroy or abolish ICE and dismantle the Electoral College. They want to institute ranked choice voting in all federal elections, which basically would dismantle the two-party system as we know it. Just sounds
mm-hmm.
pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And so,
But
um, the only but I would have is it's not happening. The knowledge of the DSA platform and what these changes to our government entail is not being spread fast enough. Um, what we're fighting against is not just conservatism, which in a lot of ways is not just ignorant to the DSA policies, but a lot of conservatives who make money through being conservative or being in politics from a conservative angle, either genuinely don't believe what the DSA stands for will help Americans, or the Americans, I guess, that they care about, um, or
if there
they
are any,
know and they cynically don't care, so they'll lie against it, right? Versus Democratic liberals, who their bread and butter in a lot of ways is made by supporting the current structures of our government when it comes to corporatism and capitalism. So they too don't want to see um, DSA policies instituted, because it means probably no more career for them, which means no more checks for not doing the job that they were elected to do. And it's quite a sight again to behold, watching these people squirm and scramble and find ways to try and demonize these things. When, if you talk to any working class person at like a fourth grade level about these policies, I guarantee you they'd be like, "That sounds pretty fucking dope," you know.
yeah, because they are.
And so I would say, if you're getting frustrated, bro, come out to New York, bro. Look at what's happening in the city. But also, it's happening in Maine with Graham Plattner. It's already been happening in Baltimore with their young mayor. It's already been happening with, in certain pockets of New Jersey, not Mikey Sherrill, not Mikey Sherrill's other person, but with Ilhan Omar. But what I'm just saying is, like, there's a wave coming, right? And nothing is more apparent that things are changing than both wings of the establishment government quaking in their boots when they try to discuss what's happening in politics right now. Because again,
Mm.
if you took out the names and you kind of just listened to the adjectives, the way they explain these DSA candidates, you would have thought like they were Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, before Donald Trump was a thing. Like, bro, it's like they're not. Their arguments are so nonsensical that it's almost parody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
It's
camp.
almost parody,
Yeah, it's like, you can't be fucking serious.
and yet they're completely fucking serious.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Cha, dude.
Yeah, man. Is it time
Cha.
for drinks?
Chaw, dude. Chaw, dude. Nah. That was a big portion of the episode, and that's really, and I guess, and again, like, that's what I want to get out with this episode is, like, don't lose hope. Maintain that radical optimism, because people are striving for the same things that you're striving for and winning, bro. We just got to figure out how to support them in their own way, shape, or form. Uh, I do want to touch quickly on a few sort of stories that are pretty important when it comes to authoritarianism creeping in the country. The
Okay,
Delaney
okay.
protests in New Jersey happened this past month, where you saw again citizens from around the country, from around the community, coming to try and free their fellow Americans from detention camps, from slave labor camps at this point, from human trafficking camps, because those are all things that are happening in these ICE detention camps. And you're seeing a lot of these brave patriots, a lot of these brave Americans are now, because of the laws that Donald Trump's DOJ implemented when it comes to national security, they're being hit with 50-year sentences.
The years for what?
50 to 100 years for protesting a fascistic government. But remember,
Yeah,
not one
yeah,
person
no.
from those Epstein files, other than Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein, has been indicted, charged, arrested. We have video of Howard Lutnick, the guy who was currently running one of the departments of the federal government, lying on tape about his relationship with Epstein, while you have protesters who are protesting a fascistic government that is currently kidnapping people off the streets, is currently trafficking them. We have multiple stories of women being transferred from ICE detention facilities in Texas to other ICE detention facilities so that they can get abortions. That same government is now charging protesters of that government with fucking murder years, dog. You know what I'm saying?
They don't respect us.
It's fucking sick. Another, yo, this is just a fucking weird ass month for conspiracies because so many are being proven
Why?
to be true. I don't know if you saw the story about the dialogue conference list. Did you see that?
No, I have no
This did
idea what
not make
that.
enough. This did not make enough fucking headlines. Apparently, there was apparently Peter Thiel and a cabal of secret billionaires and actors were revealed to be on an email message chain, right? That discussed various topics going on in the world and how they should be handled from their perspectives, which of course you can imagine was very inhumane, very dehumanizing to anybody that they deemed to not be of cultural consequence or have absurd amounts of money. People who were a part of this email chain were billionaires again, like Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, but then also actors like Joseph Gordon-Levitt and politicians like Ted Cruz and Cory fucking Booker, bro. They're all in this list, like a
Not gonna
secret
lie.
society. You said what?
I'm not gonna lie. Everything you're saying is like, it's the details of what I've been telling y'all. It's all them rich motherfuckers against us. And I personally don't think we should wait on anybody to save us. Get
Listen,
out there
vote
and start mom donnying your way through your city.
for sure,
And I think
bro.
that's a
Let
good place to end it, to be honest.
wait, y'all. She's trying to cancel on y'all. I still got more to fucking say. No, but listen, for
But
real,
the thing is, it's like I don't have more to listen.
for real though.
And
We're almost done. We're almost
on
done.
behalf of the delegation,
I'm not gonna take this longer than an hour and five. I still want to run through a quick health topic and content because I want to plug myself. But basically, vote to Mamdami your city because one of the main components of the GSA agenda that I love, and it specifically speaks about the genocide in Gaza, but the energy around it is what we need more of. And basically, what they were saying was a complete and utter disinvestment from Israel, as well as taking the leaders of both Israel and America who not only allowed for this genocide to take place, but actively engaged in it, profited off of it, to stand trial for their crimes. We need more of this retributive justice. You know what I'm saying? Like, for too long, we punish people like Carmelo Anthony, a 17-year-old who was convicted of first degree murder when it probably should have been manslaughter, in my opinion, and throw the book at them while allowing individuals who have caused literal genocides to walk free and continue to, in my personal view, harm people. So again, yeah, let's mom Donnie the fucking city, bro. Trillionaires should not exist. These people think you're dumb. Show them you're not, bro. Engage in
I know you're
politics while
not,
you
babe.
still can. One of my greatest frustrations is when people who are in the similar boat of financial success as us feel like they don't need to vote or care about politics. Nigga, you have the air to give a fuck. So give a fuck. Um,
You literally can do it.
I want to rest in power to Cyrus Carmack Belton. I'm pretty sure that was the young 1 year old who was murdered by police this past month. Uh, yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think an hour is fine. I think it's Q3, y'all.
It's Q3. We're just trying to get through. We'll talk to you
Right?
guys in
Like
Q4.
I feel
Like
like
it's tired.
these 3 months, these 3 months particularly are going to be the make or break for my goals for this year. Right? Keeping the money tight, doing my first, putting together my first DJ show, bro. A lot of homies are making
Wow.
some moves with this DJ shit, and it's very like inspiring. And I really am trying to do some things. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk here in a second, but
Ooh.
keep pushing, y'all. Don't let these billionaire, trillionaire, multimillionaire, and for some reason, thousandaire, because there's some of those too, try to trick you out of your position. You know what I'm saying? I'm not encouraging anybody to pick up a gun and go shoot a CEO in the back of the head, but I am encouraging everybody to go pick up a ballot and put that shit in, bro, for a politician who's from your area, from a politician who's probably under the age of 40, you know? For a politician
Mm.
who's probably not a white man. Let's just be the fucking honest. Who's probably not a
Yeah.
man.
Uh,
Okay?
maybe,
Like,
maybe not. Maybe it's time for the men to sit at home and do whatever it is you've been wanting to do.
shit. And if Mondani is any type of example, it's probably an American who can't run for president, if you get what I'm saying.
You
Somebody
feel
who's
me? You feel
somebody
me?
who's
Somebody who's really for the people.
whose family's seen apartheid and knows, yeah, we don't need to
Who's
go back
seen?
in that direction, you know what I'm saying? Who remembers that shit, bro. But all that to say, bro, health topic of the week, it's still flu, motherfucking COVID, all that shit's going around. Wash your fucking hands. Don't touch your face. Ebola, because of the USAID cuts, is making a triumphant return, okay? In my ER, they have instituted new guidelines for how we're supposed to engage with patients with fevers or unexplained hemorrhaging or a variety of shit you don't want to deal with when it comes to certain countries. Because again, when you don't take proper primary prevention, you got to deal with the fucking consequences, okay? So again, stay safe out there. All right. I'm not saying stop partying,
Wash your hands.
but wash your
Wash your
fucking
fucking
hands.
hands.
I've been
Ugh.
this past month. Honestly, I've been in a few different bathrooms where niggas just walked out and it's disgusting. Like,
Hmm.
okay, all right. But lastly, content of the week. My content of the week is I released an Afro house set on YouTube. Go watch that shit, please. Please enjoy.
Is this the one from St. Vincent?
It's one from St. Vincent. I had a homie literally hit me up today talking about I finally listened to it. Oh my! And then 10 minutes later, hits me back again and goes, "Yo, it's house vibes in the house right now." So I don't know what speakers they had it on, but choom, jumping. It's a good time. I'll be
You
dropping some
know,
more here shortly.
I like that. I
Maybe.
like that. I might do that. I might play it. I might play that now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
You got any content of the week, Donovan?
Make sure y'all getting your rest. You know what I mean? Stay in. Put your fucking sunscreen on. Stay in the
That's
house. Put sunscreen on, no matter
shit.
whether you go outside or not. Jabari, you always stealing the fucking spotlight, bitch. Do you want my content of the week or not?
Yeah, my bad.
Anyway, as I was saying, please put on your sunscreen whether you're going outside or not, and hydrate. Electrolytes are your friend. Actual content wise, I've been really in the French music. I've been in the Fête de la Musique. That was a festival that just happened,
I
and
think I saw that.
yeah, I fuck with I probably have one of the most diverse genres, like genre. What's the word? Spread of genres that I listen to.
Music
Mm.
taste in music.
No, I meant like the genres though specifically.
You have a
So
very
I've
eclectic
been
music
kind of
taste.
Yeah, you've passively heard where my playlists go and question them. Um, but yeah, I've been really like, there's one song that's been, I think honestly was impacted by that Pele song that's been going crazy on socials. But I like this song called Umi Says by Lion Babe. Do you know that song?
I feel like maybe, but I'm not sure.
Can you play it?
On the podcast?
I'd like play it so you can hear it real quick. You don't need to play it for long.
Oh. No, can you play it? I
The
mean,
fuck? I mean, I can, yeah, actually. Right.
I don't know if I'll be able to hear it. Let's just
I
end
don't
this and I'll play it. But that's so is
no,
that your is that
I my moment.
what?
I'm gonna play it right meow.
I feel like I might not be able to hear it.
But that's why I asked you to play it, motherfucker.
I just don't want. What?
You just are lazy.
I am. You know what?
Yes,
Fuck it. I am.
I know. But when I try to be lazy, it's a problem.
Well, if you listen, would have had it to have it up. Yeah, I would have had it up. Umi says that's it.
By Lion Babe. This
Okay,
song. Can you hear
so
that?
not by most deaf.
No, can you hear it? Can you hear that?
No, I can't hear it, nigga. Knew I
Okay,
wasn't gonna hear
well,
this. Here, I'm playing
me,
it
me,
now.
me, me, me.
We'll play out to this. Oh,
You're
I might
back.
have to mute. I might have to mute myself.
That would be nice.
Uh,
Hope you're playing the right song. There we go. Stupid ass ad.
oh, you sent this to me.
Mm, mm, mm.
All right, yeah, it's supposed to free health. We're out, and as you know, as always, keep boycotting Tesla. Fuck Elon
Run
Musk.
around the
Abolish
world.
ICE. Tax millionaires. Outlaw billionaires. Kill the fucking
And
trillionaires. Free Palestine. Free the DRC. Free Sudan. Fox News is far right propaganda. And healthcare should be free. And you know what?
I want all my people to be free.
Vote DSA. We're out.
Yeah, play this song. We want people to be free.